Hi, how's it going today, guys? One Break Nate here, and I have a breaking news story for you. Adidas files copyright infringement lawsuit against Nike, claiming Nike's sneakers app, Run Club, and more infringements upon 9 Adidas patents. Adidas and Nike are making headlines together as the two industry titans are embroiled in a legal battle where Adidas has accused Nike of several copyright infringements. The lawsuit filed by Adidas on June 10th claims that Nike infringed on 9 Adidas patents, stating the Nike sneakers app, Run Club, Training Club, and more have violated Adidas' intellectual property. Moreover, Adidas claims its 2005 Adidas One sneaker has also been infringed upon as the world's first intelligent running shoe that sensed and adjusted the comfort of the shoe while the shoe was worn. As a result of the lawsuit filed in Eastern Texas, Adidas has demanded financial recompense in an amount significant to compensate Adidas for defendants' infringement of the patents in suit, but not less than a reasonable royalty together with interest and costs. Contrastingly, the news comes after last year's Nike lawsuit against Adidas, where the brand filed a complaint that Adidas' Prime Knit technology infringed on its patent Flyknit technology. Stay tuned as more developments arise in the ongoing case. Wow, this is big. I told you guys that this was going to get ugly, especially because Nike set it off, and when they go after people on lawsuits, it usually gets nasty and they don't hold anything back. And now Adidas is pushing back with their own lawsuits, which, to be honest, just off the top of my head, I'm sure it's a bunch of these lawsuits that can be filed, mostly in petty ways with these huge sports and activewear companies, because it's a lot of things that each one brings to the table first, and that you could kind of say the other one is copying from, because once someone does something and it's great, people are going to copy, whether that be low level companies or big companies. It doesn't matter, it's going to get copied, and especially in fashion, and in this case in sports and activewear. And when you have some kind of technology that's futuristic or before its time, way before its time, or just introduced so greatly and done so greatly, you're going to have people copying it. To the validity of this specific lawsuit, I can't really confirm nor deny if they actually violated the patent that Adidas has, but I do think this lawsuit is to get back at Nike for the other two previous lawsuits that Nike has filed against Adidas. And Adidas probably thought that the lawsuits filed against them was petty, so they're coming back with a petty one as well. And not to say it's petty in a way that either don't have a case, but I'm saying, again, it's a bunch of these that can be filed, especially in fashion. People copy people all the time. These companies copy companies all the time. That's just how it happens. These companies even switch workers. One worker, CEO maybe, or I ain't gonna say that high, but you know what I'm saying? Like, people that's worked for Nike has worked for Adidas, vice versa, or Under Armour to New Balance to Converse, or you know what I'm saying? So it's like, of course that stuff is gonna happen. So it's going to be interesting to see where it goes after this, because they're obviously playing the okay, you did this to me, I'm going to do this to you game. And these are the two biggest companies and two of the biggest clothing companies in the world. So it's going to be very interesting to see if they can just let this go, or how far it is actually going to go, because you can see that specifically with Nike, they're bringing everybody into this. Everybody that's in their way is getting hit with lawsuits. Lululemon did, the StockX app, everybody. So it's going to be interesting to see if cooler heads can prevail, or if the lawsuits keep coming and they actually try to go after each other seriously in court. Comments about the lawsuit go as, hey, our release app sucked first. Then someone said, Three Stripes losing the war. Then someone said, didn't Adidas beat them before with the knit issue? Someone replied saying, this is accurate. Then someone replied to that saying, how so? Their revenue and net income was much higher 2021 compared to 2020. They are almost at the pre-pandemic levels. They put out some fire stuff. Ultra Boost is a consistent seller, and the 4D stuff is picking up traction. And I'm not talking about hype stuff like Yeezys. I'd say they were losing the war if the financials either were flat from 2020 or took a nosedive from where I'm standing. They're doing just fine. I thought they lost years ago. Phil Knight retired a happy man. Then someone said, how? And then someone said, by having whack shoes. Another comment was, you can't go to war with Nike and win. Michael Avangati found that out the hard way. Bate joined the chat. People like him is why I don't trust lawyers. Comparing dude to Adidas? Question mark. On a side note, funny how Adidas been tapped in with brands from the high fashion world, and now Nike wants to copy that. Kanye wanted a deal in royalties, but Nike claimed he's not an athlete, as they are an athlete-based brand. But yet Drake got a deal. Virgil, Don C, and a bunch of other non-athletes. They even gave Kevin Hart a MF shoe. Why not give him the royalties if he elevated Adidas to extra heights? Made them a bill. If he would have got that deal, I don't know where the Adidas would be in the present. That's why respect has to go to Adidas for always branching out on all sectors, always having the utmost culture involved in their product, and always giving the designer freedom in creating their product, whether that's a Rick Owens collaboration, Kanye with the Yeezy line, or a basketball shoe like the Kobe shoe, the old Kobe Adidas. I say all the counter people who've been saying Adidas losing the war or are irrelevant, they haven't responded to a particular model that may be out. They are far from that. They just got done doing the Balenciaga and Gucci collaboration, etc. Nike, on the other hand, they're cool, but I question their identity and how they treat their clients when it comes to collaborations. You contradicted everything you said in reason of denying Kanye a contract, looking like they taken a page out of the Three Stripes book, reaching out to non-athletes. Nevertheless, neither of the juggernauts are going anywhere, and the battle is never lopsided. If one falls behind, they're right on the other's heels. That was a very long comment. And then someone said they're mad that Nike self-lacing tech is whooping them, question mark. They don't even have a response to Fly Easy still. And then someone commented to that, in the end, ain't nobody buying those damn shoes. Nike has other dope stuff, and that ain't one of them. And then someone replied, do they? Question mark, LOL. I'd say no. And then someone said, you don't think Nike doesn't have any cool stuff? Then someone else commented, waste of money. Then someone said, it's all about business. Adidas stay trying. So that was exactly what I thought I'd see from the comments. You know, you got your mixed reviews. You got half Adidas fans and half Nike fans going at it, trying to prove each other's favorite brand is the best brand. But you guys tell me what you think. Do you think this is valid? Do you think either one of Nike's lawsuits against Adidas or any of the other companies are valid? I mean, obviously the StockX one was very, very valid, but, you know, do you think any of the other ones were valid? Do you think they're going to follow up with this? Do you not think they're going to follow up with this? Do you think that this will get serious? If not, how do you think it'll be solved? Please let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for tuning in with me today. It's One Break Nate, and I'm out.